Today we're going to do a Jack Skellington head, or we're going to attempt to do a Jack Skellington head. What I started off with is about a marshmallow size shaped ball of fondant, rolled it out, and I have a little bit of the black gum paste that we made from one of the previous videos, and you can see it held up real nice. What I'm going to do first is take my bone tool, and I'm going to put an indentation where I want the eyes to be for Jack. Okay, I'll put one here and then one on the other side. It's pretty much a no-brainer. And then what I'm going to do is use it upside down to hollow it out. Okay, and while I'm going to do that, I'm going to pull it up just a little bit from the inside out to create a ridge where the eyebrows would be, or the eye bone, whatever you call it. So I'm going to do that and open it up because he's got pretty big eyes, and do the best I can with a short amount of time. So, and I'm trying to keep the shape of the head round. I don't want to mess with that too much. If it gets all distorted, you can always go back and reshape it. It's not a problem. This thing's kind of sticking in here, but that's alright. Just going to go in there and gently pull it up. You don't want to tear your gum paste, but you do want to give it that characteristic. I don't know if I can move it closer so you can see what I'm doing with the ridge here. You can see it's already starting to form. So I'm just going to continue in here, pulling it up, as well as making it bigger. And a big circle. The other side, a big circle. And I would suggest when you do this, maybe start him off in an oval shape instead of a round, because he's going to get squashed down a little bit. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And I'm still working on this one here, just trying to get this brow more distinct. And so far it's coming along great. Okay, and I'm going to round it out. Okay, until I'm happy with the size of the eyes. And I think that's pretty good for now. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. Now what I'm going to do is take my leaf veining tool, and I'm going to use the sharp end. Okay, and I'm going to go right in here, kind of at an angle, like an upside down V, and push it in. And as you pull it out, push up. Okay, to give it that nostril effect. And then do another one on the other side, push it in, and push up as you're pulling it out. So there you have Jack's nose. Okay? So now I'm going to use that same tool, and I'm going to use the flat part, and I'm going to stick it down here for his mouth. Okay? And he's got that very distinct smile. You can leave it as like a hole, because he's kind of got that expression sometimes, but I'm going to give him that smile going all the way up his face. So let me turn it around here, and what I want to do is just press it in the side and go up to kind of where you're meeting the eye, up here, like along the side, and that would be a good place to stop for now. And then you continue around the other side, pressing in, or any tool you have would be fine. Toothpick, straight edge, anything, it doesn't really matter. And I just want to kind of make sure it's lined up the same. And I think maybe one more will do it. And you can see it's rough inside. That's okay, because Jack has those little black lines, and we're going to be doing that too. So we're going to leave it like that for now. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side. And another thing is, when you put it down, you're going to want to make sure you get it kind of flat on the bottom. So whatever you decide to use them for, you'll be able to rest him down so he's not falling all over the place. And it also wouldn't be a bad idea, let me open this up, to take a toothpick and jab it in the bottom. So in case you decide at a later time to use them as a topper or put something in there to secure him down on, now would be the time to do that before he dries. So I'm going to put him there and get out the black gum paste. Okay, and we're just going to knead it. And this is the stuff we made, or I colored from the last video, and you could see it held up really well. You're able to use it like you would the regular gum paste. The structure of it has not wonked out or anything. It's perfect. It's fine. So what I'm going to do is, you can use a cutter or just eyeball it. I prefer to eyeball it. But you're going to take a little piece off, a little bit bigger than a pea. Okay? Roll it into a sausage shape. And then just kind of half that. So you could take whatever to kind of cut it. I'll just use this. Okay? And then you're going to turn them into balls. Okay? And what you're going to do is round it out and flatten it, because this is going to go into his eye socket. Okay? So I got one there, and that might be too big. Make sure they're kind of even. And flatten that one out there. Okay? So now I got the two eyes. And then you're going to take another small piece of the gum paste, and you're going to half that and have two tiny balls. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll it around to a ball and then into a sharp teardrop. Let's see, almost like an apple seed with a tip. I don't know if you could see that or not, but it's really small. But that's what we're going to do, because we're going to be putting that in his nostril so you can see it. Okay? And then there's the other one. So at this point, what I'm going to do is, you can use either gum paste glue or just water. I'm going to use water. And you're going to line the inside around here, just like this, okay? You don't want to go overboard with it, because any water that's going to set inside will just start to melt the fondant or the gum paste, and just, it'll look ridiculous. It'll kind of like turn into soup. So here I'm going to pop this in, okay? And just let it sit there until it dries. And then we'll put the other one in. Okay? You can make the eyes as big as you want, small as you want, the head any size you want. It's very forgiving. It's no big deal. I'm going to put some water in the nostrils, going all the way up. Maybe open it up a little bit more so I could work in there. And then you're going to take the little ones and you're just going to kind of shove it in there. I know it looks gross, but bear with me. It'll come together. Okay? You just plug it up, because that's his little nose there. Okay? And then we're going to take the other side. I might have to pull it open a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah. So you don't feel bad. If you do this and it gets messed up, you can always go back and repair it. And we're going to stick the other one in. I need to put it towards me so I can see it for a second. And toothpick or any other tool you have, just use it to flatten it out. Okay, make sure it goes pretty deep in there. You really want to flatten that out, because you don't want it bulging out, because it wouldn't look right. It looks better when you have it flat. Okay, so that's pretty much Jack's head. I know his eyes are normally bigger, but for the sake of the video and the demo, this is how we're doing it. Okay, now at this point you can leave the mouth alone, or you can go in and put some black in here, and, you know, glue and little black marks, because that's how he is. We can always do that. It's not a problem. It would take forever. So for just the sake of the video, I'm going to leave it just like this. So this is like a little demonstration on how to do a really quick, not so professional Jack Skellington gum paste figure. Okay, you could tweak it out however you want it to be, put more detail in there, and if you did add some of this black to it, you know, it would really take on that Jack effect. But I'm not going to do that now. So I just want to do the short little tutorial to give you the gist of how to get this started and how to do it. And you can always add it to a body, you know, with the clothing and all that at a later time. Or you could just proceed and do it while you're making this. This would be a large head. You know, if you were to make a figure for a cake, I would definitely do a head about a half to a third size of this head. So, just for this video, I think this is fine, and I just wanted to show you how to kind of get that started, okay? So, I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.